In Colombia as the first federal hate crime trial based on the victim's gender identity.
A man is charged with killing a transgender woman from Allendale County. The Department of Justice alleges that the defendant, Daquah Ritter, shot Dime Dow 3 times in the head along a rural road in August of 2019. Nick Neville was in the courtroom all day and walks us through the arguments on both sides of this historic case.
Prosecutors argue that Ritter killed Doe to silence her because he was fearful that others in the Allendale community might find out that he was in a sexual relationship with her. The defense asserts not only that Ritter did not kill Doe based on her gender identity, but that he is innocent of this crime. Ritter's girlfriend at the time, as well as friends of Dime, learned of the defendant and Dime's relationship, and prosecutors say that Ritter was, quote, enraged, even at one point allegedly using a homophobic slur. The government showed body camera footage of a traffic stop just hours before Dime was murdered that shows the defendant in the car with her. But Ritter's defense team says that while they concede he was with Dime at some point during the day, there's a lack of DNA evidence tying him to the scene of the crime. Ritter is also accused of lying to state investigators about his whereabouts in the afternoon that Dime was killed, and prosecutors say he tried to hide the murder weapon and burn the clothes he was wearing when the murder took place. This afternoon, we heard from one of the lead investigators on the case, and we also saw an hour-long interview that was conducted with Ritter just hours after this killing. In that video, Ritter at several points denies ever being with the victim at any point during the day, but he later concedes that he was in fact in a car with Dime Doe at some point that afternoon. However, he indicates that he was in the back seat and didn't go for a drive with the victim, but that contradicts video evidence from that traffic stop where prosecutors were able to place Ritter in that car due to a distinctive tattoo on his wrist. The defense on cross-examination of this SLED agent trying to establish that the reason Ritter was not entirely forthcoming during his initial interview with investigators is because of a distrust of law enforcement that he says many in the Allendale community had at that time. The judge in this case indicates that the trial could last as long as 10 days. We should note for our viewers that because this is federal court, there is no audio or video recording. We'll be here throughout to provide live updates for you. Reporting in Colombia, Nick Neville, WIS News 10.
All right, Nick, thanks. And until 2009, federal hate crime laws did not account for crimes committed based on the victim's gender identity or sexual orientation. South Carolina remains one of just 2 states without a state hate crimes law.